Chosen one, September 25th is not just another date on the calendar. It is the closing of an old chapter and the opening of a new one. It is the divine appointment where your days of shortage, lack, and waiting come to an end. It is the line written in time where God Himself steps in to repair everything broken, restore everything stolen, and replace everything lost. You will not walk into this day the same way you have walked into countless others. This day carries weight, power, and undeniable change. Before we continue, stay with this message until the end. Every word spoken here carries energy and alignment for what is coming to you. And in the comments, release your warmest wishes and seal them with 144. By doing this, you energize the universe. You set your intentions in motion, and you join with others to create a flow of abundance and fulfillment. What you release in faith becomes the seed of what you will see. Now, chosen one, show your light by liking this video and subscribe to the channel, and let's step into this together. Chosen one, shortage has been your story for too long. You have endured seasons where there was never enough. Not enough resources, not enough support, not enough clarity, not enough peace. You have lived through days where it felt like every effort you made still left you behind. You watched others rise while you carried the weight of delay. But September 25th is the marker where all of this shifts. Shortage cannot cross into this day with you. Scarcity cannot hold on. Lack cannot survive. This is the last day it has permission to touch your life. God's repair does not come in fragments. It comes in fullness. When He repairs, He does not just fix what was broken. He makes it better than before. That means the relationships you thought were permanently damaged can be restored in ways that surpass your expectations. The opportunities you thought were gone forever can circle back stronger. The years you felt were wasted will suddenly feel redeemed, as if time itself bends to favor you. Repair means nothing is lost. It means everything is repositioned for your good. And chosen one, this is not about survival anymore. This is about overflow. September 25th marks your shift from scraping by to walking in abundance, from carrying worry to carrying peace, from begging for answers to living in clarity, from shortage to surplus. The balance tips in your favor. The atmosphere opens for you. The universe itself begins to rearrange resources, opportunities, and alignments to meet you at the level of your new reality. This day is not just about ending shortage. It is about proving that you were never meant to live in it permanently. This is also a day of justice. For every time you were overlooked, for every tear you cried in silence, for every door that closed in your face, repayment begins. What you thought you lost has been stored up, and on this day, the accounts are settled. It may not always come in the same form as what you lost, but it will come in greater measure. You will see compensation. You will see restoration. You will see that nothing was wasted, nothing forgotten, nothing ignored. Chosen one, you must walk into September 25th with expectation. Do not treat it as an ordinary day. Prepare your spirit. Prepare your mind. Prepare your energy. Speak words of alignment. Live as if it has already shifted, because in truth, it already has. The repair is not waiting for you to beg. It is waiting for you to step into agreement. Agreement with abundance. Agreement with restoration. Agreement with the truth that shortage has no more power over your story. And remember this: when God repairs, He does not return you to where you were before the damage. He elevates you to where you were always meant to be. That means you will not just get back what was lost, you will step into something greater. Greater peace, greater influence, greater opportunities, greater strength. The upgrade is part of the repair. You are not simply being restored, you are being launched. September 25th is marked for you. It is the day shortage ends and repair begins. It is the day your story bends toward fullness. It is the day the weight of lack finally lifts. And chosen one, when you step into it, you will know that everything you carried until now was preparing you for this exact moment. Chosen one, shortage has been a teacher in your life. Though it was never meant to be permanent, it taught you resilience when you had to stretch little into much. It taught you gratitude when you had to find joy in simple things. It taught you faith when nothing around you made sense. But September 25th is the day the chapter closes. You do not need to learn from shortage anymore, because the lesson has been written into your spirit. Now comes the season of repair, restoration, and overflow. Repair is not just about giving back what was taken, it is about creating wholeness where there were gaps. Think of a broken vessel, glued together again, but stronger at the seams. That is what happens in your life. The areas that felt fractured will now carry strength. The places that once leaked energy, love, or resources will now hold them firmly. You are not just being patched up, you are being restructured for permanence. And chosen one, this repair reaches into every dimension of your life. It is not limited to one category. The shortages you felt financially will be addressed with provision. The shortages you felt in relationships will be answered with genuine connections. The shortages of peace in your mind will be replaced with clarity and calm. The shortages of opportunities will transform into doors that stay open. Nothing is left untouched. God's repair is complete. September 25th is also a line of separation between your old identity and your new one. For so long, you may have unconsciously carried the label of lack. You thought of yourself as the one who always had to struggle harder, the one who always received less, the one who was always delayed. But that identity no longer serves you. On this day, that name is stripped away. You no longer live under shortage. You live under surplus. You no longer see yourself as lacking. You see yourself as chosen, equipped, and provided for. This change will be visible not just to you, but to those around you. People who once overlooked you will begin to notice your light. Those who dismissed you will sense the shift in your presence. They may not understand what has happened, but they will feel it. Because repair does not only bring external results, it brings internal transformation that radiates outward. Your energy will change. Your words will carry new weight. Your very presence will testify to the truth that shortage is no longer part of your story. But chosen one, understand this. The end of shortage also requires you to release the mindset of shortage. You cannot step into overflow with a mind still shaped by lack. You cannot hoard in fear, thinking things will run out again. You cannot doubt every opportunity, assuming it is too good to be true. You cannot sabotage abundance by expecting it to disappear. To live in repair and restoration, you must think in alignment with it. That means trusting the flow, trusting the timing, and trusting that what comes now is meant to stay. September 25th is not just a day on the calendar. It is a spiritual appointment. It is heaven's way of saying, enough is enough. The waiting is over. The shortage has expired, and chosen one, you will know it because you will feel it in your spirit, even before the evidence appears in your hands. Peace will come first. Clarity will follow. And then, doors will begin to open in sequence. By the time you step fully into this day, you will sense that everything you carried until now was leading you here. This is not coincidence. It is confirmation. You were never meant to live in shortage forever. You were meant to be refined by it, prepared by it, strengthened by it, but then released into more. That release is what September 25th carries. It is the doorway to a new reality, one where shortage is no longer your teacher, because abundance has become your truth. Chosen one. September 25th is more than the end of shortage. It is the day of justice, the day where accounts are balanced, the day where everything you thought was lost begins to be repaid. This is not just repair, it is recompense. It is the kind of restoration that goes beyond returning what was taken and instead multiplies it. When heaven repays, it does not give you back the same measure. It returns it pressed down, overflowing, and beyond what you imagined. Think of all the times you felt overlooked, the opportunities that slipped away, the moments where you gave your all but received little in return. Those moments were not erased, they were stored. Every sacrifice you made in faith was recorded. Every tear you cried in silence was kept. Every act of endurance when you wanted to quit was counted. September 25th is the release date of that account. It is the day the scales tip and you begin to collect what you have been owed. Chosen one, shortage was never permanent, but it was a system designed to refine you. It stripped away illusions. It taught you to depend on strength beyond your own. It revealed the true motives of those around you. And most importantly, it stretched you into becoming someone who could carry more. Now that the season has served its purpose, it ends. And in its place, justice comes. A divine repayment for every loss you endured. This justice will not be hidden. It will be visible. Others will see the shift. They will notice the glow on your life, the peace in your spirit, the favor on your path. Some will be inspired, others will be unsettled, but none will be able to deny that something undeniable has happened. Your story will become evidence that shortage does not last forever, that repair is real, and that being chosen always leads to restoration. But chosen one, repayment is not always in the exact form you expect. What you lost in one way may return in another. A closed door in one area may be replaced by 10 open doors in another. What felt like wasted time may suddenly accelerate into opportunities that make up for the years in a fraction of the time. That is how divine repair works. It does not just return, it upgrades. It does not just restore, it elevates. And September 25th is not only about repayment to you personally. It is about shifting your entire atmosphere. Your home, your work, your relationships, your influence, all of it will begin to reflect the new reality. Where there was once tension, there will be peace. Where there was once scarcity, there will be overflow. Where there was once silence, there will be clarity. The repair is comprehensive, and shortage has no permission to remain in any corner of your life. Chosen one, let this truth settle deep in your heart. You are stepping into a chapter where justice and abundance are your new normal. You will no longer have to explain why things kept slipping away. You will no longer carry the weight of constantly fighting for scraps. You will no longer question if you are forgotten. September 25th proves that you are remembered, that you are seen, that you are chosen. This is why your posture matters. Do not approach this day with hesitation. Do not treat it as though it could pass you by. Approach it with boldness, with gratitude, with expectation. Speak as though shortage is already behind you, because it is. Think as though repair is already happening, because it has begun. Live as though justice has already arrived, because it has. September 25th is your appointed time, and chosen one. Nothing can deny what has been written. Chosen one, when September 25th arrives, it will not only deliver abundance and repair, it will also bring clarity. This day acts as a filter, separating what belongs in your new chapter from what cannot continue with you. Shortage seasons often kept people around you who were comfortable with your struggle but unprepared for your rise. Now that the repair is beginning, some connections will no longer feel aligned. Do not resist this separation. It is part of the repair process. What cannot grow with you must fall away so that your energy remains pure and your focus remains clear. This clarity is not limited to people. It extends to opportunities, environments, and even your own habits. You will begin to see what no longer fits your future. The places that once felt right will suddenly feel too small. The activities that drained you will lose their pull. The distractions that once captured your time will no longer hold your attention. That is because September 25th is not just a date of external repair, it is a reset of your entire inner compass. You will find yourself aligning naturally with what builds, what elevates, what sustains. Chosen one, this shift requires courage. Separation is not always comfortable, but it is necessary. If you try to carry shortage mindsets, shortage relationships, or shortage habits into your fixed future, you will feel weighed down. Letting go is proof that you are ready for more. You cannot hold on to broken pieces when your hands are meant to carry wholeness. This is why the repair is both addition and subtraction. It gives you more while freeing you from what drains. And understand this: when God repairs, He does so with precision. What leaves your life is not a loss, it is alignment. Every closed door is protection. Every fading connection is making room for better. Every habit that crumbles is clearing space for discipline and focus. September 25th brings clarity that cannot be ignored. You will feel it strongly, a deep knowing that certain things no longer belong. Trust that knowing. It is your guidance into abundance. This repair also elevates your vision. For too long, shortage forced you to think small, to live day by day, to settle for less. Now your vision expands. You begin to dream again, but bigger than before. You begin to plan again, but with greater confidence. You begin to imagine yourself not just surviving, but thriving. The scenarios you once thought impossible will begin to feel attainable. That is the power of repair. It stretches your imagination to match the abundance you are stepping into. Chosen one, September 25th is a doorway into expansion. Once you cross it, you cannot go back to the old level of thinking or living. You will feel the pull to move higher, to do more, to expect more. And this expansion is not selfish. It is purposeful. The repair you carry will not stop with you. It will touch your family, your community, and generations after you. This is why separation and clarity are so important. To carry legacy, You must be surrounded by alignment. And let this truth anchor you. Repair does not come halfway. It is not partial, not incomplete, not temporary. When God repairs, He restores everything to wholeness and beyond. September 25th is not just about fixing what was broken. It is about creating a foundation for a future you never thought possible. Shortage ends here. Brokenness ends here. Confusion ends here. From this day forward, you walk in clarity, alignment, and overflow. Chosen one, September 25th is not just the end of shortage. It is the ignition of acceleration. You will notice that after this day, things no longer move slowly for you. What used to take years will begin to happen in months. What used to feel delayed will suddenly come together with speed. This is not random. It is the result of divine timing colliding with divine repair. The years that felt wasted were not wasted at all. They were storing momentum. And when the moment comes, everything releases at once. Imagine a bow being pulled back. The tension feels unbearable, the waiting feels endless, but the longer it is drawn, the further the arrow flies when released. That has been your journey. September 25th is the release. You will feel as though life is propelling you forward, as if unseen forces are pushing you into opportunities, connections, and blessings without your usual effort. This is what acceleration feels like. Ease where there used to be resistance, speed where there used to be delay, clarity where there used to be confusion. Chosen one, acceleration also means multiplication. One door will not just open, it will lead to many. One blessing will not stand alone. It will trigger a chain reaction of more. One opportunity will expand into networks you never imagined. You will find yourself overwhelmed not by shortage, but by abundance. And at first, you may struggle to adjust. After years of waiting, the sudden flow of so much may feel unfamiliar. But remember, you have been prepared for this. Every test taught you discipline. Every delay taught you patience. Every struggle taught you endurance. Now you are ready to handle overflow. This acceleration is also justice. For all the years you were held back, for all the opportunities that passed you by, for all the seasons you endured without recognition, September 25th evens the scales. It compresses the time you thought you lost into a period of rapid fulfillment. You will live in seasons where 1 year of breakthrough feels like it replaces 10 years of struggle. That is how divine repair works. It doesn't just restore, it compensates. But chosen one, you must remember this truth. Acceleration requires grounding. You cannot move at this speed with old fears and doubts weighing you down. If you cling to hesitation, you will feel overwhelmed. If you cling to small thinking, you will limit what flows. The key is trust. Trust that you are ready. Trust that you are equipped. Trust that the same hand that repaired will sustain. Let gratitude be your anchor, as blessings multiply around you. Gratitude keeps the flow pure, keeps your spirit centered, and keeps your vision clear. And know this, acceleration will not only be external, but internal. You will notice your mindset changing rapidly. Ideas will flow faster. Creativity will spark brighter. Decisions will come with more clarity. What once felt confusing will suddenly feel simple. This is the repair of your inner world matching the acceleration of your outer world. You are not just moving quickly, you are moving wisely. Chosen one, September 25th is not only about your story catching up, it is about your story leaping ahead. You will feel as though you are years ahead of where you thought you'd be. And that is the justice of repair, not only restoring what was lost, but placing you beyond where you would have been without the struggle. This is the evidence that shortage has ended permanently. So, chosen one, walk boldly into this acceleration. Do not fear the speed. Do not question the flow. Embrace it, because this is what you were waiting for all along. September 25th marks the end of shortage. But even more than that, it marks the beginning of unstoppable momentum. Once it starts, it cannot be reversed. Chosen one, September 25th, is not just another chapter. It is the seal on an entire book of struggle. It is the day shortage finally releases its grip, and you walk freely into the life that was always meant for you. From this day forward, you will no longer define yourself by what you lacked, but by what overflows. Your story shifts from survival to abundance, from brokenness to repair, from waiting to walking in fulfillment. The repair you are stepping into is not fragile. It is not temporary. It is permanent. This is why shortage cannot return. Once something is repaired at the source, it cannot break in the same way again. You are being restored at the root: your mind, your energy, your spirit, your perspective. That is why September 25th stands as a line that cannot be crossed backwards. What ends here ends forever. Chosen one, this repair will change the way you carry yourself. You will walk lighter, because the weight of constant worry will be lifted. You will speak with greater authority, because you no longer come from lack, but from strength. You will move with confidence, because you are not chasing anymore. You are aligned. Even your presence will testify to the truth that something in your life has shifted permanently. People may not understand it, but they will feel it. This day also carries legacy. The repair does not stop with you. It flows into your bloodline, into those connected to you, into generations you will never meet. The cycles that plagued your family, lack, limitation, brokenness, are being cut off at their root. You are the one who shifts the narrative, who leaves the door of abundance open for those who come after you. September 25th is not only your last day of shortage, it is the last day of shortage for everyone tied to your destiny. And chosen one, let this truth settle. This is not just restoration, it is elevation. You are not being returned to where you were before the struggle. You are being raised higher than you imagined. The repair comes with upgrade. The restoration comes with increase. The ending of shortage comes with the beginning of expansion. What you thought would only make you whole will now make you overflow. From this day on, chosen one, expect to see doors open without resistance. Expect to see opportunities that feel tailor-made for you. Expect to feel peace in places that used to hold fear. Expect acceleration in areas that once moved slowly. Expect your influence to grow, your vision to expand, your presence to carry weight. This is not wishful thinking. It is the natural effect of the repair that has begun. So walk into September 25th boldly. Do not look back at shortage with fear that it might return. It cannot. It has expired. Its time is over. From this day, you carry proof that you are chosen. Proof that you are repaired. Proof that abundance has claimed your story. The shortage that once defined you will only be remembered as the soil from which your greatness grew. Chosen one, September 25th is your appointed day. Your last day of shortage. Your first day of unstoppable overflow. And from this moment forward, every step you take will testify to the world that God has repaired all. Chosen one, the deeper truth about September 25th is this. It is not only the day shortage ends, it is the day you begin to understand who you truly are. Lack had a way of disguising your identity. Shortage tried to convince you that you were less than, that you were overlooked, that you were unworthy of fullness. It whispered that others had access to abundance while you were left with fragments. But when this day arrives, all of those lies collapse under the weight of undeniable proof. You were never forgotten. You were never excluded. You were being prepared to carry more than you imagined. This is why September 25th feels like a spiritual graduation. It is not a coincidence that this moment comes after years of testing, refining, and waiting. Just as students are tested before they receive their certificate, you were tested before receiving this repair. Every trial was your preparation. Every delay was your training ground. And now the evidence is clear. You passed. You endured. You remained. That is why you are the one crossing into this day with victory. Chosen one, understand that after September 25th, your atmosphere will be unrecognizable. The sense of heaviness you used to carry will be lifted. The fear of not having enough will vanish. The constant calculation of how to survive will no longer dominate your thoughts. Instead, you will feel peace. You will feel stability. You will feel freedom. These are the signs of a repaired life. Shortage creates tension, but repair creates ease. Shortage makes you question tomorrow, but repair makes you excited for it. And chosen one, this repair will cause others to notice the shift in you. They may not know the details, but they will sense the difference. Your energy will speak louder than your words. Your presence will carry weight. And some will ask, "What happened to you?" That question itself will be your testimony. It will be the evidence that September 25th was not just a date for you, but a turning point written in your destiny. But let this also be clear. With this new reality comes new responsibility. You cannot treat abundance with the same mindset as shortage. You cannot shrink back into fear when you are being called to live in overflow. You cannot hoard what was given, because repair was meant to flow through you, not stop with you. Chosen one, you are not only being repaired for yourself, you are being repaired for others. Your abundance will inspire. Your stability will uplift. Your legacy will extend far beyond your lifetime. This is why you must guard your energy after September 25th. Not everyone will celebrate your repair. Some will be confused by it. Others may envy it. But you cannot let their perception define your reality. You cannot dim your light to make others comfortable. You cannot apologize for walking in wholeness when you spent years enduring brokenness. Your only responsibility is to stay aligned, to remain grateful, and to live boldly as proof that repair is real. And remember, chosen one, this is not a temporary shift. Shortage has expired. Its time is finished. This day stamps your life with a permanent mark of abundance. When you look back, you will recognize September 25th as the moment everything turned. It will not be a faint memory, it will be a milestone. A day you will always reference, because from it, every other blessing flowed. So, chosen one, lift your head high. You are not who you used to be. You are not defined by shortage. You are not bound by lack. September 25th has marked you, repaired you, and launched you. From here on, every step you take is proof that your last day of shortage has passed, and your first day of unshakable abundance has begun. Chosen one, this is the final seal, the declaration that your old chapter is closed forever. September 25th is not just an end, it is a rebirth. It is the day you step out of the shadows of shortage and into the light of restoration. It is the day you stop asking when will it happen and start living in the reality that it already has. The waiting has expired. The repair is here. Understand this: what begins on September 25th is unstoppable. It cannot be reversed. It cannot be delayed. It cannot be stolen. The shortage that once followed you like a shadow will no longer have access to your story. You have crossed a threshold where lack no longer speaks the loudest voice in your life. Now, abundance speaks. Now, peace speaks. Now, alignment speaks. Your steps are ordered. Your path is clear. And your destiny is undeniable. Chosen one, you will carry this day in your spirit for the rest of your life. It will be the reference point you look back on when doubt tries to whisper again. You will remember how it felt when the heaviness lifted, when the clarity arrived, when the repair touched every corner of your being. This memory will be a shield, protecting you from ever slipping back into the mindset of shortage. You will live knowing, not just hoping, that your story has been rewritten. And this repair is not small. It is not limited to one area of your life. It will overflow into everything connected to you. Your finances will reflect it. Your relationships will reflect it. Your creativity, your vision, your influence, all of it will expand because of this repair. Even generations that come after you will walk in the freedom created by this day. Shortage ends with you, but abundance begins with those who follow you. From this day forward, your name will be remembered not for shortage, but for the overflow that began with you and never ran dry.